Let's do the UV unwrapping and export our textures for our node in Maya. You ready? Exciting! Okay, shall we do again? Twice, or maybe not, because it's... sorry. So let's do the whole process slow for those of you who are not sure how to do it, because that's one of the parts I was trying to figure out in the beginning. So let's go slow with this one. Real time. Or real time as possible, real time. Okay, so I'm checking the map. We did it from Z plugin, UV unwrap. And you need to be on the lowest subdivision level to UV unwrap it. So we're doing the body at the moment. I'm checking my map. It looks pretty decent. It works really well in our node. Okay. So I need to do my texture map. For the texture map, I need to go up to the, are we doing texture or normal? I think I'm doing normal. Yeah, okay, let's go back to the highest. Look for the texture map and normal map. On new from Polypaint. Sorry, that's the texture one, not the normal. So for the texture one, we need to go to the highest subdivision. For the normal, we need to go to the lowest. Zbrush tells you. When you try on the highest, it will tell you need to go to the lowest. Then we need to clone it. Each texture we need to clone. So we have it here on the left. Otherwise, it's not gonna, it kind of pinpoint it there in our textures. We need to always clone it after we create it. Now, which part are we doing? Are we doing the chin? Yeah, we need to... did we unwrap the chin? I don't think we did. We need to unwrap it. Z plugin, unwrap. And I'm gonna go to UV map on the right so I can check my map. I couldn't see it. I need to hide my body. Let's check on it. Where is it? There we are. Okay, so it's there. That's how it unwrapped it. Not too bad. It works well for afterwards. For a quick UV unwrapping, it's amazing. Absolutely amazing. I'm still thinking for Maximus later on. We'll do the same thing. New from Polypaint. Clone, don't forget to clone it so it comes here on the left in our textures. Later on to be exported. Let's do eyebrows extract. I'm checking with the polyf whether the density is not too high, whether I've got enough geometry but not too much, because later on, remember, we'll need to weight paint it for the rigging process. Texture map, new from Polypaint. It's a little bit fiddly. You need to do it one by one. You need to make sure you have, all the separate subtools unwrapped, and then I'm using just diffuse and normal map, just the texture map, the color map, and the normal map. The normal map is the one, for those of you who don't know, the normal map is the one which gives us on how we see this model at the moment. The normal map will give us the detail we have on the high poly model. Makes sense. You'll see later on when we hook up the textures. From Polypaint. Clone. Don't forget to clone. A few times I forgot to clone it. And I was thinking when it was exporting and I didn't have the textures there. So I had to go back and check each texture. The eyes we're not doing because the eyes I'm texturing in Arnold, just with a UV planner. I do it. Plus, remember we did, I don't know whether you remember, for those of you who didn't watch the previous videos, yeah, we did the part with which we will apply glass material on it. What am I doing? Getting back into Maya. So we did export it, I assume. Sorry, I got distracted by a message. Okay. Now we're importing the FBX with the textures, the low poly one. So I put it down to subdivision level 1 and then I exported it together with the textures. There we are. Hello. And I've got all my textures there. So let's assign materials. Are we doing it in this one? Yeah, I guess we are. Let's assign new materials and hook up the textures. See, we've got nice low poly. Very easy to work with. We've got our details there as separate models. Now I need to, I didn't export them in the right folder. So for Maya, always the textures always need to be in your source images file. So the next time you don't have problems, because once you attach the textures, we usually set a project file, don't we? So that project file can read our textures from the folder that they are. If your textures are in a different folder and you hook them up and then you set your folder, your project to the folder with the source images where they're not, it's not going to read it. Make sense what I'm saying? So make sure your source images are, your texture images are in your source image folder, in your set project folder for Maya. Too much set project words I used. So we assigned new Arnold AI standard for the body. And that's it. I think we're doing it in the next one. So see you in the next one.